What is up, guys? It's the boy Irv Gotti hitting y'all with a Fight Night Champion video. And this is actually the first time I played Fight Night since July. I picked the game up originally like in April and played it all the way until July. But the boxing itch came back, so I decided to pick it back up. And this is actually an online head-to-head fight, and I'm B-Hop and fighting the Tyson user. And this was an interesting fight, and I wanted to record it, and I'm glad I did record it so guys can like learn from this fight and pick up on some stuff that I did and that I made Tyson do. Especially when you're fighting against aggressive fighters, you really want to pay attention to this video and notice some of the things I did. Now notice this is the first round, and this guy just came out swinging for the fences. Like, he's swinging mindlessly, missing like crazy, and that's a big no-no even after this latest patch, because like I said, the last time I really played Fight Night was around June, July, after they put out that the realistic patch, the one that made all your stamina drop if you threw too many punches or you ran away. That was the last time I really played Fight Night until now. And in that patch, like, it was crazy because it was so realistic. You really had to be conservative. I really had to be smart with your shots. But I don't know when this tuner came out or this patch or whatever, but it raised the stamina much higher, so guys can throw much more punches at once, and they still lose stamina, but just not as much as they lost back in the July patch or the June patch. But I picked the game back up, and I'm getting used to it, as you can see. And the first tip I want to give you guys is, if you have a really aggressive opponent, you want to make him miss. Like, just keep making him miss. Don't mind if he says you're a runner. The object of boxing is to hit somebody without being hit yourself. So that's sim boxing right there. That's the basis of the sport. So use movement like I did in this video. Notice I circle around the ring. I don't just move straight back. I circle around, keep him guessing. And since I'm fighting Tyson, I don't want to get into a brawl with this guy, because that's a big no-no. He has like super speed, super strength, and combine it with a user who just spams punches. It's a deadly combination. So you don't want to get in a brawl with Tyson. I got Bernard. He's a great boxer. So I used distance and used the jab and just tried to outbox him. That's the best way to beat Tyson in this game, or anybody who's like being super aggressive, spamming punches, throwing wildly. Just outbox him. And notice, let me get back to this gameplay. I'm still using movement, circling around the ring, making him miss. And you'll see later in the video the consequences of all those missed punches, because he's gonna get super tired, and it's just gonna be an easy fight for me once he's done, once he's tired. Look at him, I'm like 3-5 feet away and he's still throwing punches. That's a big no-no. The second tip I would give people is to only throw punches that you think can hit. I know a lot of guys, they just have a habit of hitting the punch button or hitting the button whenever their opponent steps forward, and that's a big no-no. You gotta get the timing down. You gotta make sure your opponent is within reach before you throw a punch. Make every punch count. Because like I said, even though the stamina is higher after this patch or tuna or whatever, you still can lose a lot of stamina if you miss punches. And that's what's happening to Tyson in this video. And I just knocked him now with a mean right hook. A right uppercut, sorry. And as you can see, he still has a lot of power, so I'm still trying to stay away from him. I don't want to get in a brawl with Tyson. That's the last thing you want to do. And the same thing goes for opponents who pick Isaac Frost. You don't want to get in a brawl with that guy. You want to keep your distance. You want to make him miss punches. Use good blocking. Use movement. Make him miss. Make him tire out. And then punish him after he, is throwing too many wild punches and miss. That's the consequence. That's what they got to pay for fighting wild and sloppy. Because in real boxing, you pay if you fight wild and sloppy. So, you can do the same thing in Fight Night Champion. It's just a bit harder because it's a video game, and, the way players play affect the elements of it. But yeah, this is the third round, and I'm still sticking to the same game plan. Trying to use distance, trying to use the jab. I absolutely love using the jab when I fight. I have more of a pure boxing style. I like to keep the distance. I don't like to brawl too much. I like to pick my shots, be conservative, and make every punch count. And it's been working for me so far, And this guy is just throwing wild hooks, but he's not connecting. Look at that. Jabs, but he's not connecting. Every time I move forward, he throws a punch. And it's clear that he doesn't have my timing down, which is another tip that I want to give people. Be unpredictable. Use unpredictable movement. Don't use the same punches, same steps, the same pattern all the time. Mix up your movement and make your fight style unpredictable, because if you're too predictable, your opponent is going to be able to time you easily. And that's why a lot of people have trouble with step spammers, guys who just sidestep all the time. It's because your opponent has your timing down, so he can step pretty much every punch you throw because you're using the same pattern. Sometimes, you may run into some steppers that just spam it and just get lucky a bunch of times because they spam the step so much. But usually, if you're getting countered a lot, it's because your opponent has your timing down and he's just stepping your punches. So just be unpredictable. What I like to do against like step spammers or straight spammers, you want to move in and out. Just hold your block up, move in and out without throwing a punch, and that'll get their timing off. They'll be anticipating what you're gonna do, and they won't know when you're gonna throw a punch because you're constantly moving in and out. Making them guess, making them think. So that's one other tip that I use that's been really effective for me. And as you can see, Tyson is tired right now. He threw way too many punches that missed, and now he's pretty much blown. So this is evidence that, stamina still does play a factor in Fight Night Champion, even after this latest patch or 2-0 or whatever. You just gotta make your opponent miss, And right there, I could have hit him, but I didn't want to do that. And I give him a little taunt. Oh, man. But as you can see, Tyson's still dangerous. He just took off a big chunk of my health right there. And that's why I don't want to brawl with him, When I saw this guy pick Tyson, I immediately went to B-Hop. I know a lot of guys pick Ali when they have to face Tyson, but for some reason I don't like fighting with Ali. I don't like his jab. I don't know, it's just weird to me. But I like B-Hop. He has the reach advantage, so I can easily box with Tyson. Or box against Tyson effectively. Because I can keep the distance, use the jab, and just outclass him, Going downstairs and taking it back up. That's a really good combo. 2-punch combo. And that's another combo I like right there. The straight right, then come back with the left uppercut. Because usually, when your opponent sees that you throw a punch, they want to come back and counter. So I mix up like 2-3 punch combos to catch him while they're throwing their punch, So it really catches him off guard. And I get a lot of knockouts and knockdowns with that straight right, left uppercut combo. And look at that, a nice, sweet uppercut on Tyson. And he's tired, he's done. So it's just easy pickings from here. And this is what, 4th, 5th round? I'm not sure, I gotta look again because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, see, as you can see, once you make your opponent miss punches, it's pretty much easy to put them down because they have no more energy, and when their stamina is low, their strength is pretty much gone. Their punches do less damage, and I just taunted him a little bit right there. Oh, I love making these guys mad. See, like, a few seconds into the 5th round or whatever this is, and he's already done because he's pretty much blown. So, I hope you guys follow that tip. Just take some time to learn the game a bit more. It's still a good game. Like I said, the last time I played this game was after the June 28th patch, when they had that really realistic stamina, and I loved it. I went like 100 with just 3 losses the whole time, while that patch was out. Then I stopped playing for a while. I just picked it back up. Had to readjust to some stuff, stamina being one of them. But as you can see in this video, just use good defense, make your opponent miss, and stamina could be a factor. As you can see, he landed 32% of his punches, so I made him miss a lot. I only landed 49%. I usually land 55% and higher, but I don't know, I threw a lot of uppercuts to the head, and I guess since Tyson is short, I couldn't really hit him, so I missed a lot of those. But good accuracy, pick your shots, and you will definitely be winning. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna be releasing some more, maybe some OWC, because that's usually the main thing I play right now since they fixed the bells. Trying to make a run for that title, But yeah, I got some more gameplay coming, so stay tuned. Peace.